Hey.
What's up? You were in a car accident. Are you okay? Do you have any pain?
What are you talking about?
No.
Let's go.
It's my ass, man. It's only a matter of time before you kill somebody. How you kill him?
Welcome back. We've got Queen Kelly and the Karate Kid. We are watching Law and Crime Body Cam. This is a video. We have no idea what this is about, but that's not going to stop us from telling you our opinions. We're going to pause it along the way. We'll tell you the good, the bad, and I have no doubt that you'll do the same in the comments.
It's a late November night in Salem County, New Jersey, when a family's foundation is literally rocked by, get this, the son of a sheriff.
County 548, I'm out.
Are you shocked by that?
No, no. I wonder, a couple things come to mind. I wonder if it's the sheriff, right?
Okay.
Or like just a sheriff's deputy's
what would
son.
be Tom Dart?
Yeah, that's our
Okay.
Tom Dart,
Yeah.
right, in Cook County.
Hey, you okay in there?
He's
going about 50 miles.
Is he still in there?
Yeah, he's moving.
County 548, dispatch, EMS, and fire department. This vehicle is smoking.
Let's
Get
open
this guy out.
Yeah, let's open the door, man. Cars can go up in flames here.
Sir?
Oh no.
County's into a house. Doesn't hear anything.
See if he's alive. Take a pulse.
Yeah. Sir. Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, you were in a car accident. You all right?
Hey.
What's up? You were in a car accident. Are you okay? Do you have any pain?
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Messed
like,
up,
moo,
right?
moo.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I don't know. Certainly not talking very clear.
No.
Are you feeling any pain?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
You were in a car accident, sir.
When?
Right now.
Does he have like a speech impediment?
I don't know. And I assume the officer doesn't know either,
Yeah.
right?
It's hard to tell if it's like from the accident, from intoxication, or if he like this is the way he normally speaks.
Yeah, that's where I was going with this, right? Like, you don't know at this point. And head trauma certainly can appear. I'm not a doctor. I'm a few credits
not a
shy.
medical doctor.
No, I'm not. Right,
You're a
exactly. Not
doctor
a
of the
medical
law.
doctor, right. Juris doctor. I'm a few credits shy of my medical degree. So, like all of them. So far be it for me to know for sure. But like, we've seen videos in our own clients and whatnot, obviously. And yeah, I mean, I think it's generally agreed that head trauma can appear like intoxication. Now they have these tests that can vet that out, and obviously a trained medical professional should be able to vet that. But at this point in time, we have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, all the airbags are deployed. It looks like a really bad accident. If he hit his head, if he has a brain injury, that could certainly affect your speech.
You're looking at 32-year-old Charles Miller IV, the son of a South Jersey sheriff by the same name. Let's see what happens next.
Put this down. Listen, don't move. Just relax, okay? Don't move too much. Just relax.
14, I'm coming in off East Pittsfield working TV.
Just relax. You were in a car accident.
Yes, I'm paying.
You were in a car accident, sir.
Where?
Right here. Are you in any pain?
No.
Brad, I'm coming from
You want me to try to get him out, or?
I would wait till EMS shows up, like for liability purposes if you're the officer.
Yeah, but I would say they got some immunity there, right? Like this car could go up in flames.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So yeah, I mean it's a balancing act, right? I mean, ideally you'd let medical personnel do all that, but at the same time, it could be an emergency situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Traffic control at 49 in Union.
All right. Just try to relax, okay? Just stay put right there.
Hey, we go or what?
Listen. Stop.
What, man?
Don't move too much. I don't know if you have any
trying
injuries.
to get this fucking...
Okay. All right. Listen.
Oh my God, let me get this, huh?
Just stop moving.
He's not Brad, come back.
All right. We're gonna move it. Just stop moving.
Well, let me grab me.
Walk them off, bud.
Yeah.
Under it.
Listen. Take your seatbelt off. Take your seatbelt off.
Hey, fuck you.
No.
Let's go.
Did you catch that?
No.
Let's rewind.
No.
Let's go.
I mean, not a good idea to kick the cop who's, at this point just trying to help you.
I don't think he can tell what's a good idea.
I
and
don't
what's
think he
not,
can
what
either.
reality is right now.
Right,
You know?
exactly. And still don't know. Withholding judgment. I'm still not sure why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, pretty bad. I mean, for those airbags to deploy, side curtain airbag, all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah, that's bad.
yeah, and it's pretty amazing what
Yeah.
that does, man. Like literally, that covered the whole
car.
It's wild, isn't it?
Our dazed driver kicks at an officer, causing things to, well, see for yourself.
Come on out. Come out. Step out of the car.
County, just
Come on.
advise fire department, this truck's smoking. It's right up against the building.
Pass out again?
Step out of the car.
Take him away from the car. Oh, dude. Oh, hands. Oh, dude.
There's arm.
They don't know if he has like mental health issues or
They
like
don't.
special needs. I mean, this seems right now like a really overreaction by the police.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about and devil's advocate here, internet? What about the idea that they don't know what's up with them? Is everyone, including him, safer in handcuffs?
Maybe.
And moving him away. I did hear him say like, he's next to the house, there's smoke, like the whole house could go up.
Yeah.
Like maybe we got to get this guy in handcuffs, and someone's got to go check and see who's in this house.
I don't even know.
Guys, you say the truck up the back door now? Charles Miller the fourth.
It's only a matter of time before you kill somebody. Dude, man. How do you kill no one? What are you talking about?
Keep driving on
You know what I'm supposed to? I'm trying to pull my pants up. What are you doing? I'm trying to pull my pants up.
County, he's a customer.
You're fucking joking.
Yeah, next impound.
What are you doing, dude? Shut the
He's gonna need to be out here ASAP.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, pretty quickly how the officers changed their approach to this very, very quickly. And what is the thing that caused that? This like little half kick out of the car.
It's also a mob mentality situation, right? There's like multiple police officers. One of them decided this was the best course of action, and then the others just follow along instead of being like, wait, guys, let's think about this.
Yeah.
Where's my key in my truck? Hey, how do I put
your
the
feet in.
How do I put this in?
Put your feet in.
No, I can't put my hands in. God, how is he always a pain in the
Oh, they know him.
Back at the house, a woman pokes her head out the window, indicating a sticky situation for residents inside.
Kelly, don't you just hate having to wait to get pricing for something?
It really is so annoying.
I know, just the other day, I had to wait 45 minutes just for the guy to tell me that it was gonna cost $1,200 to get new tires on my really cool minivan.
That's so annoying. Good thing you can get pricing within seconds with DDT Quick Quote.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, now Illinois drivers can get a quote within seconds for their traffic ticket.
It's really that convenient? There has to be some sort of catch, right?
Nope, not at all. There's no obligation or financial commitment to get the quote. Just go to our website, fill out the form, upload a picture of your ticket, and get an instant customized quote.
That sounds amazing. I'm gonna go get my customized quote right now.
If you want to learn more, visit the link in the description to get more info.
All right. Let's get back to the damn reaction.
Paramedics arrive to make sure Charles is okay.
We got EMS going to check you out, all right?
Our confused culprit is cleared by paramedics before police take him to the station.
So that cleared by paramedics is, is an important part of this if this does turn into a DUI investigation, right? Because some jerk DUI defense attorney may be arguing that, these actions are all due to head trauma, right? Due to the accident, right? And so
I could still argue that.
I
though.
know.
I mean, like what they checked his vitals. That doesn't
Right.
mean he doesn't have a brain injury or internal bleeding or suffered a concussion.
Yep, exactly. So how do they determine those things? By taking him to the hospital, right?
Which we also don't want them to do.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, because at the hospital, he was just in a pretty serious accident. It's very possible the medical personnel may deem it medically necessary for them to draw blood to diagnose what's going on with him or make sure he is okay. And then, at least here in Illinois, that blood will get tested for drugs and alcohol, and those results can be admissible in court.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways to make that happen here in Illinois, at least.
You guys have his license and everything?
I haven't grabbed it yet, but I think we know who it is. So.
Yeah, we'll know all that shit. So.
All right.
And then when he gets incarcerated later, I'm sure we'll see you guys at the station with him.
All right.
What ended up happening? Did you get a story from him?
No, he fought us immediately, and then we ripped him out, put him in cuffs, and put him in
Was he in the truck when you guys got him?
Yeah, he was like out of it, and I woke him up, and then I asked him if he was hurt or if he had any pain, and he really couldn't say. He was just mad at me for waking him up, and then started freaking out, so I couldn't get if he was hurt or not out of him.
It's just alcohol, or you think drugs?
Don't know.
What's going on with him?
So both EMS and police don't know if they believe he's under the influence of alcohol or drugs right now, which
Yeah.
would be helpful.
Maybe. I heard him say, is it just alcohol?
Yeah.
Like that's assumed. And they may
Yeah.
have a basis for that assumption or not. Or does it include alcohol? Or does it include drugs too? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they found something in the car. Maybe they smell it. Maybe they just have prior run-ins with this kid, which it sounds like they do, and they know who he is. And maybe he's got DUIs or other alcohol related in the
Right.
past, and that's sort of, causing them to believe that there's alcohol involved here too.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Charles is okay. This Salem County street, however, not so much.
Could you tell where he hit or how it happened?
He went off, hit the freaking pole first, spun, and hit the house. But he hit the house. He had to be going so fast. He hit the house and moved the foundation. See where the siding is and moved the foundation?
Any idea on how much
Whole thing.
how much more rain's coming?
Take him back to the station first. Run it like a normal DWI. Hey guys, who's in the front now? If he'll cooperate and he feels sobriety at the station, that's fine. If not, throw him in the next one. He's already come back.
What I picked up there is take him to the station, run him for normal DWI, meaning standard field sobriety test, breathalyzer, typically. If he does that, fine. If he doesn't, take him to the hospital. That's what I heard.
Okay. I also wondered too if they're just thinking like this was a bad accident, and when they like opened the door, he was sleeping, and therefore he's intoxicated.
Right? Yeah. I mean, sure. That
Yeah.
certainly could be an explanation.
We
Doesn't
don't know,
have to be.
Yeah, we don't know what their probable cause is right now.
Right. But if they really were worried about his health and well-being, wouldn't they take him to the hospital
Right.
first? And you can always, like we talked about, you can always get some DUI indicators there too, namely blood.
Mhm. Yeah, I wouldn't see any harm in taking him to the hospital first. I mean,
No.
they can either get the blood in the normal course of treatment, or they can read the warning to motorists and ask him if he wants to submit to a DUI kit, and then you're getting that really close in time to the accident. And if he is cooperative, you could even run the fields there, or take him back to the station and do it then.
Yep.
I mean,
I think that's the safer bet.
Yeah.
Is taking him to the hospital.
yeah,
first.
especially with his speech and the confusion and the accident.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
So what you got to do, you got to do the standard, the refusal form.
Right.
And then we can see if we can get DRE, but I think I'm going to those ones now. But it might just be easier just to take them out and start the process on the drug warrant.
Grab your car.
So what you got? He's got to go. You got to go first. Yeah.
We're both going to go back.
Okay.
And then he's going to seize us from there, and you'll run out the hospital while I start doing the line.
All right.
Smell alcohol at all? No. Okay.
He hasn't been.
Did you say no?
I don't know. I was waiting for that answer. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. Do you smell alcohol at all? Really good question.
Great
here.
question.
And something.
Why are you assuming it's a DWI if you don't smell alcohol?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's go do the DUI. Let's put off the hospital. Whatever they do over at the hospital, that can wait. Let's do the DUI investigation first. Wait, by the way, do you smell any alcohol?
No, we don't.
That's really out of order. So yeah, but
Yeah.
that question right there is one we're going to look for pretty much every time on a DUI investigation. Like,
Yeah.
officers do talk amongst themselves. This is really valuable material for defense attorneys, reviewing our clients, the videos of our client. Let's see. We went back a few seconds. I want to hear the answer to this. Do you smell alcohol?
What you got? He's got to go. You got to go first. Yeah.
We're both going to go back.
Okay.
And then he's going to seize us from there, and you'll run out the hospital while I start doing the line.
All right.
Smell alcohol at all? No. Okay.
He hasn't been
he said-
searched either.
He said no. That was just the, sergeant, lieutenant, right, the higher up, the big guy who had the hands in his vest. He just is the one who said, let's do the DUI investigation. There has to be some basis to take someone to a police station and put them through tests.
Right.
I think you could probably make an argument that he hit a house and is very out of it, right? But again, that's out of order. You need to ask about the alcohol. Tell me more about how he was acting. What makes you think he may be under the influence of drugs? Like, they're talking about DRE, a drug recognition expert. Why? Well, you articulate. Good police officers on body-worn camera will articulate why they're going in the direction that they're going, right?
Investigators claim Charles hit a utility pole at upwards of 60 miles per hour.
Yikes.
The pole then broke in half before his truck slammed into the house. Let's now head to the police station with our suspect.
We have a crash here with a vehicle into a house. There's going to be several residents displaced.
Hear that? Police said 3 families were displaced because of the crash. Let's continue.
If you can give me a 4.
Charles Miller was booked for DUI and multiple drug possession charges after police said they found 36 bags of heroin, crack cocaine, and Xanax pills in his truck.
Okay, that might sink his ship a little, yeah.
I highly doubt that at the time that they put him in cuffs and was talking about, investigating him for a DWI, that they knew that was in his car. I would think that came later.
Definitely came later,
Yeah.
right. It seems that definitely
Right.
came later. Which they are allowed to search that vehicle, it seems.
I mean, it was going to be towed, right?
It was
because
gonna
of
be
the
towed.
accident, so they have the right to search it.
Yeah, and then they find it.
Charles was processed for his criminal charges and called his mom, not his sheriff father, for a ride home.
Not so sure. How do you get a ride home? You know what I mean? Here in Illinois, if you get charged with felonies, right, which possession of the
Controlled substance.
cocaine and the heroin are always going to be felony charges, then yeah, you're going to go see a judge first. They're not just releasing you from the police station. That's a state by state thing, but there's no doubt that if they found that in his car, Charlie here's got some serious charges.
Yeah.
So Kelly, let's start with the officers first. What grade are you going to give them?
I think a D. I do feel like the way that the video was edited, we're missing a lot, but it does seem to me that they made an assumption of his intoxication based on the fact that they are familiar with him. I also feel like they overreacted with the sidekick out the door. he was super out of it. He's just in a very serious accident. I think he was confused. I think he was scared because he didn't know what was going on. Like, he didn't know what reality was. I don't think that he was like trying to resist, or I don't think he had the intent to commit an aggravated battery to a police officer at that point. And then they basically just overreact, in my opinion, throw him to the ground and throw him in the car. And then we don't know if he did fields, alcohol, standardized field sobriety tests, or participated in like DRE fields, or agreed to give blood, urine, breath, or was taken to the hospital for those things. But like, let's say that the state doesn't have any of that. Then what do they have to prove this against them other than the drug possession? I think they have a probable cause issue with arresting him like right off the bat like that.
What if these officers testify like, yeah, kid lives in our town. He's got 4 prior, I've arrested him 4 prior times with drugs in his possession.
You can't use that as your basis.
So that's where I'm going with this, right? So is that saying, well, okay, well then this officer clearly has enough background to make that assumption isn't such a leap then.
Right. Yeah, you can't use like propensity to commit offenses as proof that an offense was committed this particular time.
Well said. I think you're right. So,
I mean, like when they come up on the accident, all they know at that time is a petty offense, right? Like maybe an improper turn or speeding, even perhaps if you have a lot of experience on the force, or you're maybe an expert in like crashes and stuff, and you saw the force with which he hit the house based on the foundation and the damage to the truck, right? Failure to reduce speed to avoid an accident, something like that. So like just to escalate it so quickly into a DUI and put him in cuffs, I like I said, I just think that they have a probable cause issue. I think that they should have like done more to investigate why his speech was that way, like ask more questions, wait till after the EMTs checked him out, and then start investigating the DUI like right on the scene. You could potentially make an argument if you're the cop, like, okay, I put him in cuffs because he did that kicking action. I wanted to wait till the EMTs got there to clear him and then conduct your investigation afterwards, and he's not.
That is the argument that the police will make, yes.
Then he's not necessarily arrested for DUI, but I don't think they did a good job with that.
Right. I mean, I get it. It's a sort of an emergency situation, right? But it's not an excuse for doing kind of shoddy police work. And also, let me just say that, like, the fact that they were right in the end, it seemed to be right. He clearly was in possession of stuff. I'll go out on a limb and say he may have been using it, right? At least that's sort of the conclusion that the video leads us to believe. But being right in the end doesn't make up necessarily for that shoddy police work, right? Those shortcuts that they may have taken.
Yeah, the end doesn't justify the means.
There you go.
And if you're a good police officer, you're going to be saying this type of stuff on the body-worn camera. Like, you're not under arrest. I'm just, putting you in the back of my squad for safety until EMT gets here.
Yep.
I feel like they did a very poor job of addressing kind of what was going on their body-worn camera, which if you've been wearing a body-worn camera for any period of time, you know that that's the right thing to do. It's in the moment, and that's a way better like indicator of what's happening than 6 months later when you're being cross-examined on the stand.
Yep. Those officers that, and I actually don't see it as often as you would expect, right? Now, it's easy to sit here and we're not out in the field, but man, those officers that do narrate it along the way and like know the law, know the progression where you go from contact with the civilian all the way to arrest and all those little steps that happen in between. When they narrate it, like you're like, damn, I get it. I get where he's coming from. You know what I mean? It makes it a lot harder on a defense attorney.
I think a really good example was the wrestler's son. Was it the Hulk?
Hulk?
The officer on that one, when he was doing the DRE test with the nose touch, and then he was showing in real time like where it was. That was super smart. That's kind of what we're saying, that idea, that you're just narrating it. Think about what the fact finder's seeing and watching, on your body-worn camera.
Yep. So my grade, I'm going to go similar. I'm going to go a C, slightly better, only in the sense that I'm going to give the officer the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say that they knew Charlie and had many, many interactions with him. Doesn't mean their police work they get to just kind of skip over, but I think there was a lot of context here that we weren't aware of that the officers had.
Yeah. I almost downgrade them more for that though, because like they're using propensity as a bias.
Yeah.
You know, to not do the good police work, to not ensure that they have articulated what their probable cause is. You know, it's just like, oh, Charlie, the old heroin addict, at it again.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
it's like that's not enough in court.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Charlie's grade, was that going to be your
Charlie's
next?
grade's next.
That's a tough one for me because he really didn't say or do anything.
He was too out of it. Whether that
yeah.
was because of the accident or
Right.
something else, he was too
Yeah.
out of it.
Obviously, I would never recommend you like attempting to commit a battery against a police officer. That's leading things to escalate and is a bad idea right away. I don't think he had like the mens rea, the mental intent at that time to do that. Above and beyond that, he really didn't say much. He was super out of it. I mean, I don't know that he did much to help himself or hurt himself, and I don't think he had the wherewithal to make those decisions either. I would say if this was all a result of him doing any of those drugs and then driving, I would give him an F.
Yeah, don't do
Right?
that.
Yeah. I mean, especially heroin. Like you can't drive and do heroin,
No.
right?
It's not a good idea.
Yeah. But if his actions were only a result of the accident, then I would obviously grade him a lot higher, you know.
Yeah, this one's like impossible
Yeah,
to,
that's
to
tough.
grade, right? Like, yes, don't do drugs and drive. Obviously, 3 families were displaced. You know, whether he was under the influence or not, 3 families were displaced. That's not great, right? That's a problem. So, you know, you kind of start off with a low grade there, but he didn't do anything. He wasn't coherent enough for whatever reason to really do anything. So tough one to grade. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Charlie. It does seem like you had some stuff going on there. Clean that up. I'm gonna give you an F on this one, but I expect better next time from you. This is an interesting one because I mean, it's pretty easy to say like, Charlie did some things he shouldn't have done there, and that very well may be true. But at the same time, we still want to hold the police to the highest standard, right? We want them to do the police work that they're required to do. And so I'm actually very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Tell us what your grades are, both for the police officer and Charlie. Thanks for watching.